Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Fizzy G here, and today we're going to be talking about Mercy in Overwatch. Now, Mercy as a character is in quite the conundrum in Overwatch because unless you've been living with downs under a rock for the past 3 months, you know that Mercy isn't exactly in the meta. Far from it. In fact, people will get angry at you for picking her, demanding that you play a different healer like Ana, Lucio, or Zenyatta. And don't even try to tell the Overwatch subreddit that you are a Mercy main. That place will turn into the biggest cesspool of salt and anger you will ever see. Don't believe me? Here's an actual representation of what will happen. Hey guys, it's me, Mercy Main here, and it would be great, guys, if you guys would, kill that Genji that keeps harassing me. Yeah, okay, thanks, bye. Fuck you, faggot! Pick a different fucking healer! So why do people hate Mercy so much? I mean, for Christ's sake, I never thought I'd see the day when people would be bitching and moaning that somebody actually wanted to play a support character. Now, I'm no Mercy main by any stretch of the imagination, but I have played a decent amount of her, and I think I might be able to correctly identify the problem with Mercy, and also how Blizzard can make her better as a hero and more worth the pick. Now, I would like to disclaim this by saying, I do think a good Mercy main who knows positioning, who to heal, and when can absolutely get the job done, or more. But there's just a few things holding Mercy back from being a truly viable pick for your team in competitive matches, much less at a higher level in something like Grandmaster. First and foremost, we can't just look at Mercy in a vacuum. Obviously, we have to compare her to her competition, being the other single target healers. Now that is obviously Ana and Zenyatta. However, Zenyatta seems to be much more truer to the actual meaning of the word support, in that her main focus is not just healing. Zenyatta's healing orbs do not even begin to hold the candle to Ana and Mercy's healing output, but that's okay, because Zenyatta's utility with her Discord orb and having the biggest DPS of the healers more than makes up for that. My point is that comparing Zenyatta and Mercy is not really possible because they don't really do the same thing. So Mercy's only real competition as a single target healer is Ana, as obviously Lucio has his whole AoE thing going on. Now, if we compare the amount Mercy and Ana heals 25 points of health more per second than Mercy. So since Ana just straight up out heals Mercy, Mercy has to have some advantages to being picked over Ana, right? Right? Well, about that. Ana just has so much more utility than Mercy, it's incredible. Let's go ahead and go down the list. Mercy has a 10 to 15 meter leash of being able to heal someone. Ana, on the other hand, has infinite range, granted that they are in the line of her sight. Ana has an AoE healing option that also increases her healing output on targets hit by it for a small duration after being used, that damages and also denies enemy hit by it any healing. Now Mercy, on the other hand, has no AoE healing option to speak of. I mean, let's just stop and talk about the bio grenade for a minute. If there was any doubt that Ana was just flat out better than Mercy, this should put these notions to rest. I mean, this grenade that does 60 damage to enemies, heals 100 health, plus 100% healing from other sources, completely shuts down healing on enemies, and it only has a 10-second cooldown. To add insult to injury, Ana has a sleep dart in her kit, which adds even more to her utility and usefulness to the team. Mercy has, well, she has damage boost, which doesn't boost your enemy's damage enough to really be a difference maker in Mercy's kit. Now this brings us to the ultimates. At this point, Ana has outclassed Mercy in pretty much every single facet of her kit. At this point, Mercy better have a better special than Ana, or she is just fucking useless. And the answer to that is, kinda. There's no doubt, Mercy's special is very powerful. Being able to revive your teammates after a team wipe is a special that could change the tide of a game and stop or facilitate a crucial push of the game. But the main problem with Mercy's special is that it's super situational, and it's predicated upon the basis that Mercy has actively failed at her job, which is keeping her teammates alive to be of any use. Yes, it's possible to strategically use the res and pull off crazy 4 or even 5-man resurrects, but that in itself hinges on being able to somehow staying alive as Mercy when all of your teammates have died. It's kind of a paradox because if you're doing your job right, your teammates won't die, and there's no need for your special. But if your teammates are dead, most of the time it's because the enemy team has picked you off first, allowing them to kill the rest of your teammates. In which case, you're dead, so there's no way for you to activate your ult. Of course, Ana, on the other hand, has an ult that makes people take less damage and dish out more damage, which initiates team fights, and if you use it on the right person, can wipe out the entire enemy team. This ult isn't really a situation at all, and is pretty much always useful. So it seems Ana has made Mercy completely obsolete. Of course, some people choose Mercy over Ana because they can't aim, but that's not a product of character mechanics, that's just a product of bad players. Now, some people might say that this is more of a product of Ana being broken rather than Mercy being bad. I tend to disagree. In the typical team comp of 2 healers, Mercy would never be chosen over Lucio or Zen to pair with Ana, and even with these new PTR nerfs that are being rolled out for Ana still eclipses Mercy in pretty much every way. Mercy is just fundamentally not that good, so the solution is to give her a buff. Now this is where people can differ their opinions on what they think would make Mercy viable. I've seen some people suggest making her pistol more powerful, but that does nothing to fix the actual crux of the problem, which is that her healing is just not good enough. I've also seen someone on Reddit suggest that they should give Mercy a 100 HP healing pulse on a 10-second cooldown, centered on herself with an 8 meter range, as it would compete with Ana's grenade, but wouldn't replace it because the grenade retains its utility. Personally, however, I don't like this route, as it does too much of what Lucio and Ana are supposed to do. I think instead, we should double down on Mercy as a single target healer instead of trying to give her AoE healing. All the characters in Overwatch are supposed to be unique and fill their own role, and I think we should just make Mercy better at her current role rather than making her try to fit another role. There's no reason why an Ana should out-heal Mercy as far as single target healing goes, considering that Ana has so much more utility than Mercy. So one quick and easy way to fix this problem is just to make Mercy heal more per second. Or if that is too brash for some of you, increasing her healing per second on teammates that have below half health could be a less bold way to implement this. Or something else I've been kicking around in my head is to give her overheal, like the medic in TF2. Allies that are already at full health receive extra health, which fades away after time of Mercy not overhealing them. Any kind of buff that would just make Mercy more worthwhile to pick without making her just like all the other healers. Another big problem with Mercy is her damage boost. Now, I briefly touched on this earlier, but I didn't really go into detail about it. Now, her damage boost is really not worth using because you're more likely better off just keeping your ally alive than using damage boost. Now, don't get me wrong, damage boost is incredibly good when used in the right situation, but again, like I said with a lot of things about Mercy, it's incredibly situational. I think Blizzard was trying to give Mercy more utility with this ability than the other healers had, but it just didn't really work. One way to fix this is to give allies affected by damage boost a 20% damage reduction from all incoming damage sources. It'll give your teammates more survivability, which is the main problem with using damage boost in the first place, and it accomplishes this without healing them, but also keeping the core of what damage boost was intended to do. The other problem with the damage boost is that it does not build charge at all. Fix this, and make it so that when your teammate gets a kill with it, it should charge your ultimate as though you got a kill. In its current state, there is no reason to use it, but these buffs should fix that. A few other small things Blizzard should try in addition to these major buffs I've suggested here are making pistol switch time much faster. Mercy's pistol can be a very rewarding part of her kit, but because of the switch time, which is very noticeable, it's very hard to end up using it in time or effectively. Reducing the switch time will make people much more likely to be able to actually protect themselves as Mercy instead of just being sitting ducks, constantly having to depend on their idiot teammates to defend them. Lastly, obviously Mercy does not have an E ability yet, meaning Blizzard could definitely add in any number of things in that spot that would make Mercy viable as a pick. Preferably it would have something to do to give her added utility like other healers. In any case, those were my thoughts on how we can make Mercy better and her current problem with the state she is currently in. Now if you disagree with me or you have any other ideas on how to buff Mercy, go ahead and leave me a comment. Now I will see you guys in the next video. FizzyG signing off.